The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
So sorry for the interruption, like it was a technical issue. So now I'll just quickly gather all the things. So it was a technical issue. Sorry for the inconvenience. So WhatsApp for Dynamics is basically, it will help you to integrate WhatsApp into the Dynamics. So let me just introduce myself again. Like my name is Anmol Sawant, and I'm representing iNogic in the capacity of ISP team. So today I will talk about our new offering, that is WhatsApp for Dynamics. Before this, I wanted to give you a small piece of information. So let me just show you, like during this webinar, all the participants will be muted throughout the session. If you have any questions, then please put it in the chat window. I'll assure you, I will try to answer you most of the question at the end of a session. So before this, I've dived deeper into the this session. Let me give you a brief about our iNogic. Like iNogic is one of the leading service provider and an ISV. It is an exclusive dynamic 365 boutique shop which has been into the business more than a decade now. We are active in the community and our blogs are really popular in CRM community. Our main focus is to develop productivity apps, or what we would like to call it as one-click solutions. On our screen, you can see all our productivity apps, like which has our total 17 apps. And my favorites are SharePoint Security Sync, Maplytics, as well as now WhatsApp for Dynamics. So I'll just show you a quickly demo like how WhatsApp for Dynamics works. So this is model driven of WhatsApp for Dynamics, and WhatsApp for Dynamics uses a Twilio as a medium to communicate between the dynamic CRM and WhatsApp. So what I have done, I have just created a sandbox account for the Twilio and I have configured in this CRM, as well as I have logged in with my account and I have just added a test that sandbox as a contact. Now, before this, I just sent a message like, hey, can I get a pricing of for WhatsApp for Dynamics? So what needs to be done? Like to users, there should be some kind of a notification or there should be something so that they can understand some message came. So you can just see there's something, some bubble icon. If I click on that, you will get all the messages, all the history over here. These are the basically the notifications. I know maybe you are wondering, oh, that is accept, decline, view chat. All these buttons stands for what exactly? So every button has its own set of action. Take an example. There is a unknown number. And like WhatsApp, we don't usually talk with unknown numbers. If you want to block it, then WhatsApp that feature. Same in our case as well. Like if you want to block, basically you will decline it and it will be as a decline. But after some time you want to talk with that customer or maybe prospect, you can just accept it and you can good to go. As of now, I know Anmol 7, so what I'll do, I'll just click on accept chat. Now what will happen? Oh, you can see the beautiful UI came. Basically, you can directly now chat with your customer within the CRM. Before, I would like to show you like what is this profile name and mobile name number, like from where it came. So basically it is coming from your profile only. I know you are wondering what is this customer stands for. So basically to enable like this chat option, like from which entity you should enable, like lead, contact, for which entities it should be enabled. So we have a configuration for that. And take an example, you have enabled for 3-4 entities, like maybe your account, contact, or maybe a lead entity. If this number is resides in any that record, then automatically that record will be pre-filled over here. So what is the use of this then? I'll just show you. If you just go to the contacts and you can see there is a WhatsApp chat tab is there. I think it is very good because I can send now directly messages to here. So suppose I will just say sure, thanks, our pricing is per user $10. Now you can see there is something tick mark came. So same, we just follow the other nature of WhatsApp only. If single tick, it means send. If double tick means it's delivered, or if it's in blue, then means it's red. So you can see I got that message. Sure, thanks. Our pricing is per user this. So I will say, okay, thanks. Can we have a call? So if I just come here, you can see it just tick mark as a blue. And maybe you are wondering what is this SAMJ stands for. Take an example. If something is there, like if I was doing a chat with this particular customer as a SAM, but because of some reason I'm not available now, and other person that is Mark has started a chat with this customer. But in my configuration, there is only WhatsApp one number. So how I will know like who is doing chat with that particular customer? So that's what we are maintaining. Whoever is the logged in user in CRM, that will be visible over here. If he sends the message, then Sam will come. If Mark sends the message, the Mark will come. Isn't it good? Like you will understand like who is sending that message. Now take an example. After some point, I feel this can be a case for me. Like if someone is asking for the pricing, it can be a case for me. So on the fly only, what I can do, I can just click on this. I will go for a case. And now I will just create a case as a pricing, WhatsApp for Dynamics. Then I'll go here and I'll just save and close. Now, what will happen? Like, what is the use of this? So I'll just show you if I go and just see a chat session, and you will be able to see there is something to, there is something regarding. Basically, to stands for to whom with we are doing a chat. So this was my contact. And the regarding means like what exactly related I was talking. So this was the case. And yes, if you just click on this, you can do a chat from case as well. The same conversation will come over here and you can do a chat within this context only. Now, WhatsApp has its a set of criteria for the chat session. Like it will ended up after every 24 hours by default. So we are also following that same nature. I will show you where that configuration is there, but automatically the session will be ended after 24 hours. But for me, now this is done. Like the conversation is done. I don't want to extend this conversation. So yes, you can end this chat by manual process. Now what will happen? Basically, this session will be ended and you will get something like this message. No, but what happened? Like after 2 days or 3 days, if this case is like activated again, like he asked me, can I get a 3 user pricing again? So in this case, you can see this message. It says that the chat session has over. Please send the message using the message template to start the chat again. Basically, WhatsApp has a feature like if you want to start a conversation once the session is ended, then you have to send a template message, and that should be again pre-approved from the Twilio. So I have already done, and you can see the template is visible over here. What I'll do, I'll just send a message and I'll click on this. Now what should happen? I should get a message over my WhatsApp. So once that message came, you can see your case name, pricings, record ID is reactivated. So basically, once the session is over, you need to send a message through a template only. I'll just open that record again and I'll show you what happens to that record. Did you see? This was the session ended and this was a new session started. So basically from here only you can see the history of your chats. So if I click on this, I'll get the history, what exactly I was talking before. So isn't it good like we can get the history also now? That's pretty much good. I'll show you the notifications as well. You can see all the notifications are coming over like maybe the same like WhatsApp only, like at what time it came. If I wanted to read more, I can click on this. So what if there is a PDF or someone sent me a photo? I'll show you one of the example. Like it will be visible like this. The photos will come like this, the link will come like this, or if it is a PDF, it will be look like this. Now, but what happened? Like what we needed to do is for the customers, we send a birthday notification sometimes, or what we do, a renewal process is there. We have a renewal process, so we wanted to send renewal messages to the client. So in that case as well, if we can use the WhatsApp for Dynamics. Like take an example, I have an invoice. Once it is paid, I wanted to send a message to my customer that invoice is paid. I'll show you. I have already created one invoice. I have added a WhatsApp for Dynamics product. I'll just click on a paid and I'll just complete this process. Now I'll just wait. A message should come to my WhatsApp that your invoice is paid of that amount. So basically you get this message. You can see invoice successfully settled with this invoice number and dollar amount is received. I think it is really good. Like we can automate. Basically, you can add your workflows and you can send the messages depend upon your criteria. As well as suppose take an example, you have already a different types of contacts. So what if you needed you want to initiate a conversation with any contact? Yes, that is also possible. Just come to your contact, just click on WhatsApp chat, just select the configuration from which you want to send, and I already told you to start initiate, you have to select the template. So yes, this is possible. This is pretty much WhatsApp for Dynamics. Like you will get the notifications as well as you can send the messages as well as you can create on the fly. You can create the leads as well. So now I'll just share my screen again and I'll add a poll so that please do cast your votes. It will be really valuable for us. I've added a poll. Please cast your votes, like what exactly the most valuable features you feel in WhatsApp for Dynamics. I'm waiting for your votes. Please do cast your votes. The customer feedback is really valuable everywhere, so we need that feedback only. Last 10 seconds. Okay, thank you so much for casting your votes. It is really valuable for us. Now, like WhatsApp for Dynamics supports which type of versions? Like we do support for the online as well as the dataverse as well. Now, how to get started? Like we believe, first use it, then only believe it. So for that, you can just go to our website, search it for the WhatsApp for Dynamics, and it is very easy. You will get a free trial of 15 days. Just download the solution from a website, or you can go to the web source, and it will be very easy. It is just a 10-minute job to configure everything. If you need any help, we are always there. Just send a message on crm@inogic.com. We are there for you. Now there is a Q&A session. Please ask any question if you have. It is really valuable for us so that we can also understand, and I'm there to help you. You can ask your questions. So I think someone is asking, instead record ID, it should be record name, I guess. So yes, these are the basically a CRM fields. You can configure it yourself. Like if you want something like this, if you want to give a invoice name or maybe invoice ID, it is totally depend upon how you configure. So just let me explain that scenario in a different way. Suppose you want to send a renewal message to your customer with that particular invoice ID as well as with the customer name. So yes, you can configure this. You can just go to the template, and depend upon that you can configure your template. So we have a one question, that how is the localization handle different button labels, for example. So we do support the some of the languages like German, French, and etc. And if you have any other language as well, we are there open for you. You can just send us the feedback. We can have a separate call and we can do it. Yes. There is one more question, like can you throw some lights on configuration? I would like to answer this question. I'll just move to the CRM again and I'll just show you how the configuration is there. So you can see my screen. So on my screen, you can see there is active configuration I have created. I'll just open that record. So this was the only thing which I needed to do. Basically, you have to create one sandbox account on a Twilio. Once it is done, just come over here and just fill out these details, the SID and token. And once this is done, just click on validate. As well as The URL of this Power Automate, you need to paste it in a Twilio. That is a small configuration you needed to do. And if you still face any issue, we can have a separate call where I can help you. Yes, so we have one more question, which integrates integration is in a background. Twilio. Yes, we support Twilio. We have a medium that is basically a Twilio, which helps you to integrate WhatsApp and the Dynamics. So we have one more question, that is, how about reactions on the message? Is that visible in CRM? So I'll just show you. If I just do this, or I'll just show you, if I send a smiley and I'll just come over here. So you can see the smiley came. So basically, if you're sending the message using smiles or anything, yes, we do support. But if it is the reactions, as of now, it is not supported, but for sure, we can do that. We have one more question, that is, what is the pricing? So for the pricing, yes, we have a separate pricing, and by email we'll reach you about the pricing. Is there any other questions? I'm always there for you. So we have one more question. By using Azure account integration, we can do this. So as of now, there is no need to do a Azure account integration for this. Basically, you needed a Twilio account, that is a paid account, and just CRM credentials. Just come to the CRM, you give your SID and token, that's it. As of now, it is not needed to have a Azure account integration over here. One more question, can this handle based on the event trigger? Yes. So as I show you the example, like after invoice paid, I needed to send a message to a customer. So yes, depend upon scenario, you can configure your workflow, and you just needed to create a message over there. Is there any other question? Please cast your questions so that I can answer.